Trauma is very much linked to disassociation. This is what we're looking at today. In fact, research by Lowenstein has said that controversy about the dissociation and the dissociative disorders, or DD, has existed since the beginning of modern psychiatry and psychology combined. Disassociation is a mental process where somebody disconnects from their thoughts, their feelings, even their memories and their sense of identity, who they really are. It can be a way of coping in response to a trauma or some extreme stress that's out there. A person can feel detached or push themselves away to feel detached from reality. They can do this through a depersonalisation, in a way of having a sensation of being detached from oneself, as if you are an outsider, outside life as such, an observing of your thoughts and feelings or body. Now, just a little bit of a asterisk on this. When we meditate, we often observe our thoughts. So keep that in mind with the next thing I'm saying, which is, well, derealisation. Yes, it's the external world feels unreal to you. You can have memory gaps as well, believe it or not, and that can come via amnesia, where there's an inability to recall personal information or important events in your life that has happened. And it is often related to traumatic events. Time loss, just bunching of time in some way, time speeding up, time slowing down, experiencing these gaps in time where you really just truly cannot remember what happened or how you got to a certain place in your life. I mean, you could be looking at a ring on your finger and going, what the heck happened there? And you cannot figure it out. There can be an emotional numbness as well. We can have like what's called blunted emotions. Here we have a difficulty with feeling emotions in the future, in the present. And this is associated back to the trauma or the dissociation that's going on right now. And there can be a sense of numbness within us and a disconnection as well, by our emotions triggering us usually, or if we know hypothetically we should be emotional, say at a funeral, at a wedding or something like that, and we're wondering why we're not, we have to kind of look at ourselves and go, why are we disconnected here? Because this can lead to an inability to react emotionally to events like those things, and even ones that are, and if they can be, bigger than that or more personalized toward that, or people in your lives as well. And this all then leads back to, who am I? What's my identity? If there's an uncertainty about your identity, there could be perhaps a confusion or uncertainty about who you are. I mean, if we just take memory, for example, as an analogy here, and if we can't remember yesterday, the day before, how I got my job, the job I'm in, who the people are around me, how I connected with them in the first place, where we met, how old I am, if I can go deep in the memories, then certainly it's like, how did I end up here? Like any argument or discussion that I come out on the wrong side of things, I'm wondering, well, I didn't create this, or did I? So if we look at the disassociation now, you're dissociating from this life and you're going, well, hold on a second. Why am I here? And I need to change this. So you might have actual created, or your brain comes out with multiple identities. And this can be feeling like you have a persona in this way, a persona with these people, different personas. And this can control your behavior at different times too. You may actually have out of body experiences. Yes, this has been known to happen as well. Because you're feeling mentally or even emotionally or physically detached from your body. And this can allow you to have an experience of a sense of floating outside your body, or perhaps looking at yourself from a distance too. Now, I briefly touched on time. If we're in a coma, we understand how time passes, like 6 months or whatever. And suddenly you come about and wake up more so, and people tell you the date and you go, whoa. But you're looking around, you're in a hospital bed, perhaps there's been tubes and you've been intubated. And people show you pictures, and now you suddenly see the newspaper or online, you see the date and time, and you believe it, right? You realize somehow I've been injured, or maybe you feel pain in your body, or you're on medication. But if you don't have any of those things and your body's pretty much feeling okay, imagine how powerful the mind can be, in that there is a time distortion, and that feeling that time is moving either faster or slower than usual, or you're having difficulty in tracking the time that has been lost, or indeed that has come at a totally different rate. You may also have difficulty concentrating. If you have a foggy mind and you're experiencing mental brain fog, or make it hard to focus or concentrate or remember details, that's what can happen for sure. Zoning out, frequently zoning out as well occurs, and this can leave you with maybe conversations that you shouldn't be in or you don't think you're ready for, and that can follow on with anxiety. Even depression can occur. And so there's coexisting things that can happen psychologically. Psychiatrists can even tell you this and show that they have medications that might work, but they need therapy as well for other parts of this disassociation that's going on. You can have an altered sense of self. A fragmented self-image can occur if you're unclear of a sense of yourself. Who am I, other than the name they tell me I have? And your personal boundaries then can be challenged because you don't know what you're comfortable with. So it's almost like you're brand new to new experiences, or you're brand new to experiences that you're not too sure are they new or are they old? And so you're lacking confidence, and you're feeling like a stranger perhaps in your own life, like as if you do not recognize your own thoughts or actions or the consequences, or how you'll feel ashamed or lonely or whatever else if you're with people that you shouldn't be with. And what will happen? Will there be PTSD before or even after certain events? These are the things that are challenges for people with dissociation. You can also have a detachment to your surroundings, feelings of disconnect from what is right there in front of you in your environment, as if you might feel you're in a dream, or even being part of a movie like The Truman Show, wondering all the time, why me? Like, why am I here? This is surreal. And then there's physical symptoms as well, like psychosomatic symptoms, experiencing headaches and discomforts physically in your stomach. All of these combined and together are the reasons why we're here today in this video. Please consult a medical doctor, a psychiatrist, a professional in that regard. It will help you no end to rid yourself of whatever trauma or dissociation that you may have had. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I've certainly enjoyed producing it for you, and I hope it's good value. And if it is, please smash that subscribe button. Until next time, please look up. Things are brighter in the future, and have a wonderful day.